This big reconciliation really got me thinking about something interesting. A lot of foreigners still think of China like it started in the 1980s or 1990s or even earlier. We do the same thing. Our mental picture of the US is often based on this golden age from decades ago. This kind of outdated perception creates a huge gap between how we see each other and how things actually are today. China is changing so fast that even those of us living here are constantly surprised. It's hard to keep up. Take cities like Shanghai or Chongqing, for example. They're all over the social media with their futuristic vibes. Honestly, even some Chinese people who've never been there are blown away like, wow, this is insane. So it's no wonder that foreigners might still have those old school ideas about what China is like. If you're curious about what's really going on in China, I'd say come see it for yourself. There is no better way to know if it's propaganda or the real deal than to experience it firsthand. This year for Chinese New Year, I went back to my hometown to celebrate. Compared to big cities like Beijing, I feel like you can really soak up that traditional New Year vibe more in smaller towns. My hometown's first-tier city in southern China, well, the average salary is about 7,000 yuan a month. With that kind of income, it's pretty durable for a regular family to buy a house, own a car, send 2 kids to college, and still save a bit for a comfortable life. Since I started college, I've only been able to go home once a year. So I've really noticed how much my hometown has changed over the past decade. Every year, there's something new. Shopping malls, parks, fancy hotels, and better facilities. For my parents, the changes have been even more dramatic. They went from living in the countryside to settling in a small city, then watched me head off to college in a big city. And now they see me living a pretty good life in Beijing. It's like our whole family story reflects how the country is moving forward. I remember when traveling from Beijing to Hubei took a whole day and night on an old grain train. Now the high-speed rail gets you there in just over 3 hours. It's wild how much faster and more convenient life has become. Life in Chinese cities is also insanely easy now. You can order takeout or groceries from your phone and they'll show up in 20 to 30 minutes. Fresh veggies, fruits, meat, you name it. You can even book cleaning services online for just a few dozen yuan. Plus, you don't need to carry keys or wallet anymore. Your phone handles everything. Unlocking doors, paying for stuff, you name it. And the progress in new energy vehicles is crazy impressive. When I went home, I saw tons of electric cars, including new ones from brands like Xiaomi. They look amazing and perform really well. Oh, and this year's Spring Festival Gala even had robots dancing. Who knows, maybe in a few years we'll have robots taking care of the elderly. Thinking about where China is headed gives me so much excitement and confidence. The big reconciliation is so meaningful because it pushes us to move beyond stereotypes and actually understand where the other side is today. It's only through open conversations like this that we can break down those outdated ideas and really connect.